tonight. Dietitian Jill here, and I am talking today about what is leaky gut. It's actually one of my favorite subjects because if you have leaky gut, it could be the reason for everything that's going on with you. If something is going on with you, if nothing is going on with you, I'm so thrilled. But leaky gut can lead to a lot of things. So, what is leaky gut? And I'm going to talk about those a little later, but a little later in the week. But we're going to talk about leaky gut today. So, what leaky gut is? This is very interesting. Um, Leaky gut, I'm reading, okay? Leaky gut refers to a medical concept called increased intestinal permeability. Um, that was first studied when researchers studied the gut, okay? Diseases that affected the gut, like celiac disease or Crohn's disease. So again, your your gut is your small intestine, and your small intestine is very interesting because it has things called tight junctions, little junctions between the cells. I call them coffee filters because what they do is the tight junctions filter in nutrients that you need and filter out things that you don't need, like toxins and molds and bad bacteria and things like that. Now, that's what leaky gut is called, intestinal permeability. All right, that's the fancy name for it. And what happens is those tight junctions get relaxed, and the coffee filters kind of have holes in them. And if you've ever brewed coffee and you've ever had coffee filters with holes in them, what happens? What happens? Well, all of the grounds go into your cup of coffee or into your coffee pot. So that's kind of what happens when you have leaky gut. Stuff gets into, and mostly into your bloodstream that shouldn't be there. And what happens? Your immune system's also in your gut. So when stuff gets into your gut, into your bloodstream that shouldn't be there, the immune system gets mobilized. Inflammation results. I don't know what's going on with my cat, but he made this big meow. He may come in. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, and that's what leaky gut is. That's what it is. And I'm going to talk later about what causes it. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. But I want you to know that these are some symptoms that are associated with leaky gut. First of all, if you have bloating and gas that comes out either end, and you have um, diarrhea, constipation, I always end up talking about those. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, which actually irritable bowel syndrome is leaky gut, and it's the most people go to doctors for leaky gut, for irritable bowel syndrome, more than any other diagnoses. Would you believe that? Um, Celiac disease, SIBO, and among other things. SIBO is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Because when stuff is leaking, then you're ending up with overgrowth, and you're also ending up with a compromised immune system that can't regulate all of that. So leaky gut, very interesting thing. It can cause fatigue. It can cause headaches. It can cause a whole bunch of things. It's not a disease. It's not a specific medical condition. It's a reason for other things, right? It's called an abnormal process of the gut lining. And it may or may not cause symptoms, because according to one researcher, we all have leaky gut, but most of us don't have a problem with huge amounts of stuff like coffee filters leaking into your bloodstream and mobilizing your immune system. So that's what leaky gut is. And my gut tip for the day is there is such a thing as leaky gut. It does exist. A lot of us have it. Up to 80% of us have it. And all of us have it to a degree, but not to a degree where it can cause symptoms. And there are ways to control it, but I hate to say it, this is your gut tip. It entails diet and sometimes supplements depending upon the severity of the leaky gut. All right, I'm going to talk more tomorrow about guts and leaky gut. And have a great evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ooh, the good gut queen may show up too.